Remember when your mom told you not to play football in the house? Well, mom may have stopped you from being one of college's top quarterbacks. Broken things all around the house is what Mrs. Purdy had to deal with, but she may have gotten a star quarterback out of it. How did this happen? And who is Brock Purdy? In the Who Is series, we go through the backstories of up-and-coming collegiate and pro athletes. If you like this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Brock Purdy was born on December 27, 1999 in Gilbert, Arizona. At a very young age, Brock was slinging the football all around his house. It started at a young age with his brother in a hallway with a simple game of catch. For years, Brock would play catch with his brother in that very same hallway. The Iowa State up-and-coming star would not forget his roots. He explained in the Des Moines Register that he knocked down vases, dented walls, and scraped up the ceiling. One of the most accurate passers in college football today, Brock Purdy had his eyes set on the NFL. The NFL is a goal for Brock, but it all started at home. Brock's parents talked about how much the game meant to him. When Brock was only 5 years old, he showed his love of the game early. If Brock lost a game or if his teammates dropped a pass, he would be in a full flood of tears. He was so passionate at a young age that his parents even grew tired of it. By the time he was 8, his parents were so tired of it. They said that after just 3 years, they could not take it anymore, and they helped him grow up just a little bit faster. As a kid, he grew up with 2 Iowa State mega fans in his house. Those fans, mom and dad. Brock's parents could not ignore the immense talent their son had. So, they enrolled him in one of the largest high schools in the state of Arizona. Attending Perry High School in his hometown of Gilbert, Arizona, Brock was destined for stardom. But during his junior year, Brock had several cases of mononucleosis. Now, mononucleosis, or mono, is known as something that is a lengthy illness but not too severe. Brock Purdy did not have the good fortunes others would have. Brock's mother described the illness in an interview as, he was burning up, he was jaundice, he was yellow. She said, "Your spleen is so swollen, if that pops or leaks, you are done, Brock. That's how serious." From the illness, Brock lost a whopping 20 pounds. But even after losing weight and being sick, he came back to his team to lead them to the 6A semifinals for the first time ever in school history. This whole series of events showed the crazy intangibles that he has not just as a football player, but as a leader and a man. His head coach, Preston Jones, raved about his passion, determination, and dedication to the game and his team. In his high school career, he was no doubt about to be a megastar. He set state records during his time at Perry High School in Arizona. In fact, he broke all of these records in the biggest class, and he shattered any records ever set by a high school in the state of Iowa as well. He threw for 4,400 yards and 57 touchdowns. However, this was a very tough time for Brock. When he thought offers and awards would be rolling in, it was only the latter half that came. Brock seemed to put up all these numbers that a school would want. However, he was a measly 6'1" inch. Now, as we all have seen at the college and NFL level, that really doesn't matter too much, but scouts still overlooked Purdy because of it. He was struggling with it because his family and himself were not very patient. He won Gatorade Player of the Year and still sat there without a big offer. His high school coach said, quote, "I told all of them, you are wasting your time not picking this guy. There's a good chance you are going to be kicking a can without a job if you don't recruit him." As much of a struggle his family had with the situation, Brock kept his head on his shoulders and was calm and collected. Inside, he may have been panicking, but he never let it show. They had to wait until the turn of the year, but Brock's offers finally were filtering in. Purdy finally got what he deserved as he received offers from a bunch of schools such as Kansas, Alabama, Texas, and Iowa State. He was torn because of the amazing programs that were in pursuit of him. His dad told him he should choose the school that will be the heartbeat of the town, the one that the whole place will shut down for. The community rallied around then young Brock Purdy as he made his college decision to go to Iowa State. When Brock Purdy first got to Iowa State, he had another quarterback in the quarterback room with him. Often when a new recruit comes in, there's some natural animosity. Kyle Kemp was at Iowa State before Purdy. They worked hand in hand together, even though Brock is the star of the show and Kemp is just the understudy. This relationship, a give and take, helped Brock attain major success in just his freshman season at Iowa State. The nation's eyes were immediately on Brock Purdy. His college debut came in the middle of October. In the first game of the year that Brock played, he went 18 for 23 for 318 yards and 4 touchdowns. This game was against number 25 ranked Oklahoma State. He was in the national spotlight already. After this performance, the red-hot Iowa State Cyclones went to take on 6th-ranked West Virginia University with a red-hot Will Grier. Purdy once again did not shy away from the spotlight as he went head-to-head with Will Grier, beating 6th-ranked West Virginia 30-14. He went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the nation and led his team onto 4 scoring drives in a rout of West Virginia. He stayed hot, passing for 254 yards and 3 touchdowns. Purdy is a college program's dream. Just 2 games into the season, he took down 2 top 25 ranked teams, passing for almost 600 yards and 7 touchdowns. Brock Purdy went on to win 7 of his 8 starts, scoring 16 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. He also led the team to the Valero Alamo Bowl, where they unfortunately lost to Washington State University and Gardner Minshew. Purdy cemented himself in the starting position with zero doubt in 2018. So when the 2019 season began, expectations were very high for him. He began the season leading his team to a nice win at home versus the University of Northern Iowa. He completed 73% of his passes for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns. The game went into triple overtime, but Purdy outlasted the University of Northern Iowa and eventually pulled out the win. Unfortunately, Purdy and the Cyclones lost a tough game to Iowa. Purdy played well in the game, but ultimately there was not enough offense to win the game. The Cyclones would win big week 3 but lose again in week 4. With this type of inconsistency, Purdy and crew were in for a turbulent season. At the end of the season, Iowa State's record was a disasterful 7-5. However, they made it to the Camping World Bowl, where they were stomped by Notre Dame 33-9. Not everything turned sour for Iowa State, as their sophomore quarterback put in some serious work. He finished the season completing 66% of his passes for 3,760 yards and 27 touchdowns. He improved his touchdowns to interception ratio to 3-1. Going into Brock Purdy's junior year, he is projected to be the 5th quarterback taken off the board for the 2021 NFL Draft, ranked 62nd overall according to Todd McShay. According to Saidbysed, he has 100-1 odds of winning the Heisman Trophy. Iowa State looks to be a dark horse pick to win the Big 12 this season, but with Brock Purdy behind center, anything may be possible. He has shown his fantastic ability that he holds and proved that even through a tough season, he can still ball. There is so much to look forward to in Brock Purdy's college career and in his future NFL career, which should be coming soon. Iowa State opens up their season on September 12th against Louisiana as 12-point favorites at 12 Eastern on ESPN. If you like this video, check out our other videos in the Who Is series. Consider subscribing to the channel and remember to embrace the grind.